welcome to another godforsaken stream. Now, I'm saying it like that is because the building I live in, if you guys are remember correctly, the slumlord Mike Raoul he owns other places in Bath, New York, and other spots in New York. He owns a few places in New Jersey. Loves to um, rent to druggies. And it's starting to seem like the kids are getting into the parents' drugs too because they never sleep. But without, I love starting streams like this. You know that, right? I love starting the day like this and everything. It's amazing. But you want to know what's fucking funny about the whole situation? Do you know? Hold on. Do you know whose fault it is? No, and then this is what's fucked up. And I'm not making it. I'm not being I'm not whining or anything like that. I'm not trying to, hey, it's all his fault. Oh, he did this to me. I'm not trying to be like that. No, it's just something in a pattern that I've noticed in my life, Phil. If you know me, you know how hard I fucking truly work for everything that I have in life. If you know me well enough. You know that that's one of the things I actually do. It may not seem it because other people don't see into my life all the way because they can't. You know, my bedroom door's closed and I live by myself. So you're not going to see into my life fully. So you're not going to see all the time. I put in a 10-hour stream the other day. I put in a 10-hour stream the other day for you guys. Is anybody going to watch it? Probably not. But that's okay. It's there. I did it. I accomplished it. So I'm proud of that. Um, but like people don't realize how hard I actually work for the shit that I get and the shit that I have and everything that I do. And I'm just tired of the bullshit. I'm so tired of it. I'm reaching my limit, guys. And that don't happen often. But lately it's been happening all the time. And I'm not liking it. And I'm the one who's made out to be as the problem. It's my fault. I caused it. Nobody else did. I should have been a pushover and listened and did this and did that, and then I would have never had any problems whatsoever. That's exactly how people act towards me. So then when I'm the asshole, when I'm the scumbag, I'm the problem. Even though cause and effect, if they didn't do what they did, I would never have treated them that way. But like I said, I'm the problem. And I'm getting sick of feeling like that. I shouldn't. I'm not liking this shit. Like this building that I live in needs to get shut the fuck down. It is not impossible. I already opened up the door for it to happen. Now all I need is other people to jump into that bandwagon and come along with me. If you jump on that bandwagon and come along with me, they will have no choice but to settle. And everybody gets paid in that situation that lives here or that deals with Mike. Hold on. I apologize for that. That banging was me banging on the ceiling. So fucks with my PTSD. I'm getting fucking sick of it. Bang, 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 all the fucking time, all day fucking long. I'm the problem here. There's a lot I haven't told you that's been happening with me in this place, but I'll update you guys here soon on it. Um, I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it. You guys might have been able to catch the bang, actual stopping. Can't fucking focus now. It's not one of those things where I can just breathe and it be okay because of my autism and my PTSD. And once the PTSD starts flashbacks or emotion, there's a certain extent, I start stemming and I can't stop until something breaks that connection. Like something has to completely and utterly take my attention away from it, and something has to come in and take my attention away from it. Meaning, I'll sit here and I'll stare at this game now for the next half hour before I do a damn thing, not meaning to, not realizing half hour just went by. It sucks because when you start going through flashbacks and then you stem at the same time, and let's just say you stem and then you flip back, go through flashbacks and you start stemming, and you flip blah blah blah, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's moments of freezing like that. And then you start getting really anxious, and then you start stemming or angry or this or that, and it just normally starts with anxiety. With PTSD, the first thing that happens is anxiety. Anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. It's the first thing that sets in. And then, depending on what caused the anxiety, you start having flashbacks, or you start doing this, or you start doing that, or you get very angry. Normally, it's flashbacks. After that, you usually start having reoccurring dreams. That's stage three. Well, that's qualification number three. And then the stemming is where you know what you're doing. You can't control what you do because of how high the emotion is. So if you're angry over the smallest thing, um, you can't stop it. So you're going to go through it until your all your levels naturally fall. If and you can't have and you can't stop. Someone can't stop you from if someone comes in and tries to calm you down without doing a very specific set of things, they'll make it worse. And it's not because you're pissed off at what they're doing. It's because you're pissed off because they don't understand why you're pissed off. And you can't just sit there and explain it to them why you're pissed off because you, in a sense, you don't know why you're pissed off. So you act pissed off over the stupidest things. So because they don't understand it at that point, if like, for example, one of the biggest things is don't get in my way anymore. I used to give into it because that's how I was conditioned throughout childhood. But don't give into it. I mean, don't get in the way of it. So, like, don't try. If someone's pissed off, don't try and stop them if they don't want you to stop them. Don't do it. Let them do their thing. You're going to make it worse. Um, don't get in my way, like I said. Second, if you're trying to stop me, only very few people can stop me. And I don't got those people no more. And it sucks. So, like, there's very few people in my life, like my mother, who I don't have anymore. If she would have hugged me, I'd stop. I don't have that shit anymore. So I live in a weird world of constant anger, and I can't help it. She's been gone for, I think, that's, I think I was 23. I'm trying to remember and I don't want to. I always say 21 because it feels like it was that long ago, but it was only like 4 or 5 years ago I lost her. 5 years ago. It couldn't have been 5 years ago. Yeah, it was. She might have been one of the first people killed by COVID. There's no way for me to find out. Her autopsy report is locked. And I mean locked. Meaning if I go and I try to, it's not that I can provide information and the coroner will tell me, I'm sorry, I can't give it to you. My brother won't tell me nothing about it because he don't have it. He said he has it, but I went through his paperwork. He don't have it. Well, it was 6 years ago. Then I think I don't know, it's like 2019. Her tag don't say it. I have her earn right here, but I don't have those people anymore, so it's very difficult for me to like deal with a lot of shit. And I get all these people out here that call me this and call me that and see me as this and see me as that, and they don't even understand what I deal with, and they don't want to understand what I deal with. That's the problem. That's the true problem. If I tell them, like, there's a few people that I have as friends that literally will no longer be my friend because they think I'm lying about my disorder. And I'm sitting here thinking, you guys are fucking scumbags. I was honest with you. Just because you don't believe me. And that's what's fucked up. I've talked to another therapist. Before I told them, I was already talking to a therapist. Private counseling. I don't got to tell you nothing about it. This was my diagnosis and the therapist's diagnosis. We both were on the same page. It was like, this is the reason why I think I have it. And when I explained to them some of the things that I've been doing at the time, they're like, you are definitely autistic. It explains why you don't understand the abilities of controlling your emotions and all this other shit. And yeah, so on and so forth. I'm high, but oddly low functioning. Because what I mean by that is I'm low functioning autism, meaning no, high functioning. I'm low notice, meaning it doesn't show up. But my brain does not stop. And I mean like it doesn't stop. You can't stop it. Go ahead and give me fucking the strongest drug you can think of to literally stop brain activity. It won't happen. Some of the medications that I was put on when I was younger was supposed to stop the way your brain processes certain things. It didn't work. I was on like 17 different medications as a kid, constantly flipping back and forth because everything they gave me just wouldn't work. It was like I was an alien. Everything they tried to use on me would not work. Anything for humans, I know it sounds fucked up and stupid and crazy, but anything they use that works on humans, it don't really work on me. So, like one good example is Novocaine. They have literally pumped me full of the legal max dose of Novocaine at a dentist. This is why I will not go to a dentist. And the only time I'm going to is when I'm able to fully afford to have my teeth ripped out and completely replaced. And when I do that, I'm getting engraved teeth. I'll be rich when that happens. Hopefully. Um, but they pumped me. The one of the last times I went to the dentist, they gave me the stuff you swallow, the Novocaine you swallow that starts numbing and making you delirious. That didn't work on me. I get to the dentist. I told him, is this supposed to like make me woozy or anything like that? The doctor explained what it's supposed to do, and I said I feel fine. I feel normal. He's like, well, that shouldn't be. We'll give you a shots of Novocaine. Well, he gave me 3 or 4 shots of Novocaine, 2 on each side, if I remember correctly. Numbed it, and then he gave me 2 more on each side. Numbed it. You know what's fucked up? Like I said, he gave me the legal max dose. You're allowed Novocaine in a human being before their body, just whole body numbs up. Not just the area, the whole body, because how much is in the system? It goes through the bloodstream, and then your body slowly starts numbing and stopping. Believe it or not, Novocaine on high dosages is very dangerous. Um, I still felt every bit of drilling. Um, what's really fucked up though, if you go and you stab me, I'm not gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel you cut through my skin, and I'm gonna feel the skin separate and the blood come down, but I'm not gonna feel the pain of it because it's such a severe pain. My body will shut it out and be like, no, I don't need to feel that. But be aware that you got injured, man. So let's start. Let's go in, I guess. Go to. I have a weird one. I broke my. Hold on. I broke my. There's certain people. There's certain people out there right now, and I'm gonna be honest. There's certain people out there that are going around saying I have AIDS. There are certain people going around there saying I have herpes. There are certain people going around saying I'm still a drug addict. You want to know what's fucking funny? Over the summer, I broke my ankle in 3 places. If one, I had herpes or AIDS, they're autoimmune diseases, meaning what they do is they affect your immune system. If I had these, my ankle would have never healed as fast as it did. Here's why. Because of the way the breaks were inside of my foot and inside of my leg, I would have been infected. Do you know how much blood, how much internal bleeding I had on my motherfucking ankle? Let's just say this enough that it was sickening. My bone almost broke through my skin. My skin stretched to the elasticity of Mr. Fantastic, except I'm a human. So it started to tear. And that bone that sticks out right there on the side of your foot, you know that one that you play with when you're a kid? That you're like, "Ooh, this thing's cool. What is it?" So you start moving your foot around in weird positions, be like, "Can I make it flat?" "Ooh, I made it flat." You know what I'm talking about. That bone that yeah, the left side was shown. I was walking around with exposed bone. If I had these things wrong with me that people are saying, there's just, and it's one person that normally states it. And the fucked up thing is, everybody falls in line with him. And that's what's funny is why are they falling in line with him when they should be falling in line with me so we can beat the beast? I've done it once, and he's now trying to fight me at the shadows. So because I can't be in the shadows 24/7, because I try to live in the light and I try to live a good life, a righteous life, and stuff. I can't go at him and take care of him the way I need to. Excuse me. Like the fucked up thing is, I've gone to the. I don't know. I need to stop rambling on about the stupid shit to you guys. I'm venting right now. Um, I don't got enough weed to get me through tomorrow. Ah! It's gonna be a rough fucking day, man. It is 8:12, and I have work at 3:15 in the morning. It's my medicine. Like it's actually my medicine. I smoke weed and I drink a little bit throughout the day. I don't drink to the point to get myself drunk. I drink to the point to get myself relaxed because I will not take prescription medication. I have a really bad addiction. I can control my drinking. I can't control my pills. If I, at the end of the day, if I can't get alcohol, I'll still go to sleep. Ugh. It'll fight me, but I still will sleep at the end of the day. Um, but if I were to be given a 90 bottle pill prescription, and I'll use Xanax as an example, that 90 pills are going to be gone in 4 days. And before you say that's not possible, that's what I used to do. I used to get rid of a 90 pill prescription of 1 milligram bars because I used to have to take three a day. And I would do almost 30 pills in one day, almost 10 per dose. I'm not kidding. I do six, if I'm not mistaken. It was six per dose. It's been so long, and I really don't have memories of it much anymore. I try not to. I've learned from those memories, and I don't need them to fill up bad parts in my head and space. So if I dwell on it, then yeah, it takes up a lot. So it's we are gold two. Woo! Nine, 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 nine. Yo, I got some apples and bananas growing. Yo, I heard that. Yo, okay, so what's up? What's up with these stoners and these growers and all this other shit not realizing weed has a shelf life? I talked to somebody the one day and I'm talking to them, they're like, yo, there's all this weed you could smoke. I'm like, you know weed has a shelf life, right? He stays silent because I guarantee you what he wanted to say was, no, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. You have a 3-month shelf life. If you leave, well, you have 2 weeks. If you leave marijuana out in the open for 2 weeks after it is fully dried, so after it's fully dried, that's the 3 month cure process and all that. So after 3 months, if you leave this weed out to the air for 2 weeks, go ahead and smoke it. I guarantee you're not getting stoned. And do not tell me you have gotten stoned because I know for a fact you haven't. I have read school textbooks on this shit. The stuff that I know isn't really growing. It is, but it isn't. Because I haven't done growing in a long time. So I re-upped my knowledge on other stuff. And the stuff that I know about marijuana is for a dispensary. I can run a full dispensary by myself. I just got to get my certification now. That's it. Which I can't do that right now until I can afford a new computer. Um, that's one of the reasons why I really hope people will buy some of my merch. Um, I know some people do not like the donation platform because you get nothing out of it. Some people are greedy like that. And then some people, they work hard for their money as well. And they, yeah. So that's why if you buy some of my merch, you at least got stuff to show for it. And I make a few bucks too. I need about 500. I need to raise about 500 bucks. Oh yeah, I have my official, and it is going to be copyrighted here soon. I'm just waiting on the approval. My official copyrighted, fully owned logo for Little Nugs has been uploaded. Ah! Yo, some people at work are really starting to piss me off because I noticed. I don't know why they have to talk shit about me. That's why I'm not progressing like I need to. Is because people are in fear of their positions being taken. Well, maybe then do your job better. And I'm the one getting hurt in the end. And it's the same thing where I fucking live. Why does it always have to be I am the fucking problem when I'm not the problem? I'm getting tired of it. And it's really starting to make me feel really bad. And I'm really not liking it. Like I kind of want to start cutting again bad. But I don't because it's not right. I'm not supposed to. Right? Because self-harm's bad. Why is self-harm bad? Is self-harm bad because other people don't like seeing it? You get what I'm saying? It's not their decision. Because they don't want to see it. It's bad. It's not your body. It's not your life. And then you know what the fucked up thing is? People will say, oh my God, that's so depressing. Why? Why is it depressing? Oh, because you're thinking about harming yourself. Now you care about me. Oh. I don't care what you think. I don't give a rat's ass what you fucking think. And you don't got a decision. What we're going to do is we're going to 302 you. Why? Because, I'm going to use an example. I'm going to use an example. Because one of my older friends, which honest to God, he's no longer a friend. We don't talk. It's against that point that he called the cops. You ready? Because I cut myself. And you know what he said? Because one of my buddies killed himself by doing that. Do you want to know what's really funny? Now you care. But when it comes to a bitch, I lost a friendship over a bitch. It shows you were never a true friend. Which means when he 302'd me and called the cops because I cut myself, he did it because he wanted just to get rid of me. He didn't care. And you know what he'll say? That's not true. I did it because I care. And you want to know what's funny? Where are you now? If you're going to become selfish over a bitch, no, I don't need you in my life. You don't know that you after the talks we've had and all this other shit. Yeah. Go fuck yourself, dude. Go fuck yourself. You lost me as a friend and a supporter. And I keep doing this to people, and that's what's upsetting. I have nobody. I literally now have nobody. All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back. I'm back. I know that a lot of that what I just said is like really depressing and really upsetting, but I gotta get it off my chest. It's one of the things that's been bothering me a lot. I just, you know what's gonna fucking happen? I'm not sleeping tonight. I don't know. I tried receiving the help that I needed to help me stay out of certain situations. You want to know what's funny? In the area that I live in, they don't care. If it does not have a dollar sign in front of their eyes, they don't care. And you want to know what's funny? You know what they're going to say? That's not true. Then, I called the cops the other day, and you want to know what's funny? You know what happened? Instead of them going over and checking the cameras themselves, they had the fucking goddamn maintenance lady check the cameras. But when I commit a crime, because I'm getting charged with 2 counts of vandalism, when I commit a crime, instantly they check the cameras. I didn't know it worked like that. And if they never saw the cameras, when I apparently committed vandalism, and they're just stating it to get me to admit to doing it, that's called entrapment, which means I just got all my charges thrown out. That's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. It is highly illegal, believe it or not. And the officers that do it will lose their job. It's a direct violation of, believe it or not, it's one of their things they can be violated for. That's considered illegal. The reason why is because when you entrap somebody, what entrapment is where you force them to do what they were doing when you force them to continue to do what they're doing in order to get them arrested. So if you do that in order to make it to where they're continuously commit a crime, you're the one who's actually at fault of it. That's entrapment. So because what happens is, if you stray from what, if you stray from what they are trying to entrap you in doing, you're going to get arrested. You get what I'm saying? So let's say you're a drug dealer. And you find out that your place is going to be getting surrounded and that they're going to be setting you up with a person that is under the age, for example, to buy drugs from you, and you don't go into the sale, what's going to happen is they're going to storm your house. Instantly, they're going to storm your house. You're going to get arrested. If you go to the sale, you're going to get arrested at the sale. That's entrapment. They're not giving you a way or means to actually, you know what I mean? That's not, because what it does is it puts more people at risk than what needs to be at risk. Let's say that the guy that they're trying to catch has a machine gun. Next thing you know, they find out that they're going to be entrapped into something. They go to the sale, and instead they kill the kid, they kill the officers, and everybody else involved. That all could have been avoided if you would have left the person alone, honestly. All of it could have been avoided. Every last bit of it could have been avoided if you would not have tried to entrap them. Because what you did is you made them literally fearful for their life, so they did what they needed to stay safe. It's stupid. For the longest time, the landlord here was trying to get me for illegal sales of marijuana and illegal growth of marijuana. You can't get me for sales if I don't sell. I have a charity, dumbass. And when I give people marijuana, they donate money to my charity. And what that charity that they donate the money to helps with is it helps with me to continue to grow. So I don't make a profit. And I found that funny because the landlord, after that, you know what he did? Hey, IRS, if you're listening, listen up. So the landlord at the Shannon Building in Bath, New York, ready? He has two maintenance men. One's first name is Rudy, and the other one's first name is Scott, that do not get paid for their work. And when they do get paid for their work, it's under the table, and they haven't had to pay taxes on any work that they have had to do for the past, I don't know how many years. Now remember, I'm the bad guy. Now here's the thing. Do you remember those pictures of black mold? Yeah, you know what they did with it? They didn't fix it. What they did is they covered the black mold. They put holes in the walls. They covered the black mold with plastic. Guys, I can't fucking say the word. With a metal sheeting. So they created a black mold breeding ground. Ever since they did that, my lungs have gotten 10 times worse. And you know what's funny? They don't think it is. They don't think it's because of the black mold. They think it's because of, when I drink, I smoke cigarettes and I smoke weed. And here's a funny thing. I've smoked cigarettes, I've smoked weed, and I've drank my whole life. It's not from that. You know what's funny too? I called code enforcement. And you know what code enforcement said? We don't deal with black mold here in New York. It's a residential building. Yes, they do. You know why? I called one of the state workers, not the county workers. I called one of the state workers, and you know what the state workers told me? Yeah, they do. They deal with black mold. It's a residential building. It's not a commercial building. The only place that doesn't deal with black mold is New York City because they have their own actual health prevention program that deals with the black mold in that area. And like I said, a code enforcer won't do nothing. I contacted the actual overseers of the town. So like the town board that oversees the village, they won't do nothing. They don't care. And that's fucked up. You know what the fucked up thing is? The village told me, oh, they don't deal with the village. Town don't deal with the village. The village is within the town of Bath. Yes, they do. Are you that dumb? Who is your boss? The town committee. And then Bradley, the code enforcer, gets paid off by Mike because you want to know what he honest to God does? And I shouldn't say this over a live stream, so excuse my language, but I'm going to say it because he guzzles the landlord's dick. It's the only time he comes to town is when Mike's coming to get himself off. That's what's fucked up about it. I followed him around this town. I know what he does. I had to. That's what's fucked up about it. I've had to. I've had to go old school with getting my information. And which is sad. That is sad. There's so much corruption in this world. And it's sad. You gotta kill me, I don't care. I don't know anymore, man. I really just don't. Am I really the bad guy? If so, I'll just take myself out. I know that's really depressing, but if I'm really the bad guy, what's the point of me living? You know what I mean? If I'm the bad guy, then the villain needs to just die, right? And that's like I said, I'm not trying to be fucking severe or anything like that, but let's be honest. If I'm the bad guy, oh, they'll say, "Oh, you're overreacting." I'm not overreacting. You can't dictate whether it's an overreaction or not. It's not your fucking life. You don't get to say whether I'm wrong or I'm overreacting or anything like that. You know what therapy is? Do you know what therapy is? Therapy is a means to make you fall in line within a direct, strict, set order. And I know this because I practiced up to a master's degree. One of the things they tell you in psychology you're not supposed to tell patients is what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to make you fall in line with what we believe. Okay? That's why we get paid. You fall in line to our belief system. That is our job. That is why I do it differently. That is why I blend religion in with it. It's because if I blend my belief system in with it. Hold on. I won't if I blend my belief system in with healing, I have a sense of free acceptance against anybody I meet. And I can help anybody I meet. Well, I can try and help anybody I meet. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Fortnite? I just fully learned that whole fucking quest system. Now I gotta relearn a whole nother one. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know. I ramble on and on and on and on, but you want to know what? You want to know what? And I'm going to be honest. How many people watch my streams? How many of you fuckers are fake gas fucking profiles because you got nothing better to do because you're scumbags and all you want to do is bring down the fucking people around you? How many? How much time have I put to this for you guys? Like, no offense. I'm not sounding ungrateful, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, they make this shit impossible. So why subscribe if you're not going to at least put time? Why waste the time? Because you know why? Because the people that do that, all they're trying to do is they're trying to fucking destroy somebody's job. That's why. And by the power of the Holy Trinity, in Jesus' name, as a minister, if that is what you're doing, I hope and I bless you to live in sin for the rest of your life, you'll never find peace. Ever. If you're not going to be a righteous person and you're just going to be a scumbag like that, you will never, never find peace. The PFA. Well, sorry guys, I had to shut the mic off real quick. I'm gonna shut the mic off again real quick. Oh. I need a cigarette, man. I need to stop smoking. I think tomorrow is going to be the last day I smoke cigarettes. I think today. I don't think I want to get any tomorrow. I feel sick to my stomach when I smoke them. Like sick to my stomach. I was like, why do I feel so sick right now? And come to find out, it was the cigarettes. Like, I mean, really sick to my stomach. Like, really sick. But here's a fucked up thing. I want a cigarette. Now so you see it? I want a cigarette. Should I? No. It makes me sick to my stomach. It hurts me. But what do I want? The exact thing that hurts me. That's not from tobacco. I'm going to tell you that much right now. If you go and you look up what the composition of the tobacco leaf is, and then you tell me that's addictive. Bear with me. I'm getting dressed for work already. I don't think I'm going to sleep. I'm going to have a long fucking day. I did my hair and twisted it up yesterday, so I got to check it. I got to check it here in a little bit. I got dreads, and I have to twist it every few days. And I've really neglected it this week. Are you fucking kidding me? Motherfuckers. I gotta put on my sweats. I'm gonna have to mute some of my sound in the live stream when I go through and edit it. I just got a copyright notice because of fucking dumbass people. Ugh. That's stupid. Yo, I got myself caught up in a little conspiracy in the town of Bath. So the building that I've been trying to shut down is was built by a lawyer family. So now no lawyer in this area will represent me, which is really fucked up. Really fucked up. You know what some people would say? Well, that's the type of world we live in. Yeah, because that's the type of world you want to live in. That's why. You don't want to change it. That's why. Because every time you're called to change the world, what happens? You cower because you can't do it. So I call those people that are actually willing to change the world. You got me for support. And you want to change it for the better, you got me for support. I was just you! I'm having a really bad fucking night. All right. I don't play as her. Can I delete skins? Archive item. This is my autism. What you guys are experiencing right now is my autism. I'm very fucking frustrated and I can't fucking calm down. And it's not like I can just snap my fingers and calm down. No, I can't. I can't. I wish I could. But all my medicine is about to be gone. So now I'm gonna have, and it's, you know, it's fucked up all because I got woken up early. That's why. All because I got woken up early. If I wasn't woken up fucking early, I would have slept until 10, 11 o'clock and would have had more than enough pot to last me until I got out of work. But because of fucking scumbag ass motherfuckers who want to make me seem like I'm the fucking problem, causing problems every single day, don't want to grow up, don't want to take care of what they need to. I am the one who has to fucking suffer on a day-to-day basis. My one neighbor never sleeps because he's always doing drugs. And then he wants to blame me for the reason why he's awake. No, it's because he's a drug addict. He came to me to ask me to get him drugs. At least I know a pothead sleeps. Do you know why most people do mushrooms? Do you want the honest opinion? I mean, not the honest opinion, but the honest fact of it. Because I used to sell mushrooms. Do you know why people do mushrooms? Because they can't test for it. That's why. That's why. So if you're somebody who likes to speed, you're going to have a tendency to spend some money on mushrooms. You know why? You don't sleep when you're doing mushrooms. But you don't get the down effect you do from like methamphetamines and that kind of cocaine. So there is no negative reaction when you come down from mushrooms because it's a natural substance. So a lot of people have a tendency to do mushrooms because they can't get away with doing other drugs. I do acid and mushrooms because of the enlightening effect of it. If you use them right, it's amazing on the mind and on the body. But if you misuse it, it could be some of the most detrimental things you can ever use in your life. It can hurt you way more than you realize. You want to know what's funny? I'm one of the drug addicts of this building. Apparently, I'm a drug dealer. I don't sell drugs. I sell medicine. There's a big difference. I sell natural medicine. I'm an apothecarist, which is 100% legal. Even marijuana. If I label marijuana as an apothecary ingredient, I can legally sell it. It's the same person. I just got a fucking whatchamacallit back on my phone. It's the same person. Same IP address. I have a thing connected to my PS5. It's actually not a thing connected to my PS5, but a little bit of personal coding within my PS5. That's why I only block certain accounts. But I'm going to end the stream right here because apparently I'm not allowed to rank up any higher. But I'll be back on tomorrow with Fortnite, and then we're going to wreck the fuck out of these assholes. They're going to see what I'm truly capable of.